Let's go. Hello viewers, welcome to my channel, and I'm back with another video. Alright, let me stop here to turn on the headlight. There you go. I'm back again, and welcome to my channel where I record myself, doing deliveries across town. Not across town actually, within my neighborhood. And I just finished my full-time job. Right now it's like 1 in the morning, so yeah, I'm just gonna call it quits and head back home to rest for another work day. So I have did a bit of I'm doing on GrabFood. Normally I'm online with Foodpanda, but here I am doing GrabFood, so that I can be offline whenever I want. I have been delivering on my G-Move MC, which is the e-bike I'm using right now, and so far it has been great. Yeah, it has been great. I'll be delivering this order to Woodlands Drive 50, which is at Admiralty. Yep, I know. I'll let you go first. The customer is like 2 kilometers away. Okay, anyways, is that a vehicle broken down? Yeah, it's a vehicle broken down right in front. Alright, back to topic. So far the G-Move fits me, in terms of my height, 162 centimeters. This bike is not actually quite big, you see, it's not actually quite tall. So that's something to take note of. And I have no complaints about this e-bike aside from the infamous tires. Okay, the G-Move comes in it's a very thin tire though. It's 1.75. I mean, that's the width of the tire. I mean, a very thin tire is not a wet weather's best friend, and the fact that the tires are slick tires, so that makes it even worse. This stretch of road used to be very busy indeed. Am I going to go? Let the bus go first, eh? Usually when the roads are empty, I'll just let these buses go first. If it's busy, then I'll just bus off, because there are no bus inverters, so I can just go. But I must be cautious, you see. And here I am at Admiralty. And I went down by 1 bar. I'm like 1 kilometers away from the customer, around 5 minutes. So where was I? Yes, the e-bike, the pickup speed is actually quite decent. I mean, for a 14-inch wheeler, it's actually quite decent. 36 volt. I mean, there's no difference between a 36 and a 48 volt. It doesn't matter much anyways. You are still going to go slow on the on a steep gradient and stuff. But on the flat surface, like this one right here, okay, there's a bit of a decline. You actually travel at a much faster speed though. So that's actually one of the good things. And other than that, the tires are atrocious, man. It's a 14-inch tire, but it's actually very thin. It's like 1.75 again. Not a very good tire to ride on a wet weather. It's not really a good tire to ride on slippery surfaces. I have instances where I slip. Yeah, I slip. I mean, not on the road lah, but on the the multi-purpose hall and stuff like that. Yeah, it really did happen. And oh yeah, there was once where I also slipped on the road. I nearly forgotten about that. I can't make it. I'm just gonna wait. I can't believe I traveled from Sembawang Sun Plaza all the way to here. Actually, I have another order that I sent previously, but I didn't record that part. I just want to make the video as short as possible. So back to the e-bike. So that's the only problem that I have with this e-bike. Just the wheels. The wheels are small, 14-inch wheeler, and it's a 1.75 width tire. So I swapped the tire out to a 2.125, a bit thicker, so that I do not slip and fall. I want to choose a 2.50, but I am afraid that's a bit too much. That's like Orca level. I mean, Orca is another e-bike. Yep, the tires I changed to a much wider one, but it will decrease my range. That's the thing. And that's one thing that I really do not like. Another thing that I do not like about this bike is that, yes, the pickup speed is not that great. It's a 36 volt system, but again, it's not much of a difference with a 48 volt system. There's not much of a difference. Okay, I will have to turn here now. Decrease my speed here. Yeah, not much of a difference actually. I mean, a 48 volt, 36 volt, you are still capped at 25 kilometers per hour. So that's a food for thought. And I mean, the pickup speed is very noticeable on a flat surface, but if it's on a gradient, then it's a different story, right? And also the frame, right? There are cases where the frame will snap in half because it's a foldable bike, right? It folds in half. So on impact, depends on the severity of it, it will snap in half. So that's one of the main cons of this e-bike. But as long as you don't do any funny stuff, you won't break, I guess. Try to find a way to bring this bike up. Now it's already 1 in the morning. I will just pause it here and drop off this order. Okay, I just realized that I went to the wrong lift, wrong block. That's why I really don't like about this app right here. You may get misleaded. You may get misleading things right here. Okay, let's go to the thing that I like about this e-bike. Okay, as you can see, the e-bike being small means you can fit it into any lift. So as you can see, I always bring my bike to the lift because of this area being so famous for bike theft. So I'll bring this bike wherever I go when I have the chance. If not, I will fix it on the permanent structure right here. And this bike is actually very small, so I can fit it in any lift. I think this is one of the few e-bikes that allows you to do that. A small e-bike and travels far. And I think I'll just walk to the block. It'll be much better. One thing that I like about this bike, let me recap. Hey, why is this place full of cockroaches, man? What I like, okay, firstly, small size. Although it has its cons, right? Very hard to see the rider at night or on blind spot because it's very small. But when you were to ride on the lift, its small size allows you to fit into almost any lift out there. So I am using an 80 liter bag, by the way, an 80 liter. Yeah, I upgraded my bag capacity. Before that it was 62. Now I upgraded it to 80 liters. I'm not sure about the 122 liter version. I want to use the 122, but it's a bit overkill. Okay, let me just show you. This lift is much more smaller, so I'll just demonstrate. Are you kidding me? Right, yeah, this lift is much more smaller. So as you can see, no, okay. This bike is very small. This bike cannot fit. It's too small. Just leave it here. I'm risking my bike getting stolen for this order. Hopefully it's not stolen though. Yeah, this lift is too small, but most lift allows you to fit the bike in. See how small it is. Look at the amount of force, right? That it shuts off. But without that rack, without the bag, you can fit the bike in, no problem. But because of the rack, yeah, there's problem coming in. I will show you once I head back. Alright, I'm back and my bike is still intact. Okay, let me just finish this drop off. Right, $9.40. That's how much I earned for traveling a total of 6 kilometers for 2 orders. $9.60. Before that is $10.20 or even $11. Now the fare has decreased, man. Anyways, let me just push my bike. On to the next point why I like the G-Move MC. It is foldable. You can make it compact. I mean, when you were to push this bike, it is not as easy as the other, foldable bicycles out there that doesn't have a, electric motor. It's definitely not as great as a trifold bike, but if you were to put it for storage, or you were to, even bring it into a train, a car, or even a bus, right? Okay, it's still quite good. Technically, yeah, this bike has the longest range. Let's say if you want to take the train, yeah, you can do that, no problem. There's actually another model from this brand. It's the G-Move LC, but the G-Move LC only folds from the stem, so it's a bit awkward, but it still gets the job done. So point one is the small size allows you to fit into almost any lift over here. I mean, without the rack, you can fit it, no problem. The next one is, yeah, again, foldability. You can fold it and make it as compact as possible for storage, or for transporting, ease of transportation, be it on the bus or a train or even a boot of a car or a van. Okay, it's actually much easier to transport that thing. The third point that I really like about this bike is something about this bike really stands out. The good thing about this bike is that during its launch, it has the biggest mAh battery. The biggest, I think it's rated at 20.8 mAh. Yeah, 20.8 mAh battery. Depending on how you ride that thing, you will get a decent amount of range. I mean, up to 80 kilometers. If you were to cycle like this, like I am right now on the CIS5, which I mostly do nowadays because I really cannot, stand, traveling at 20 kilometers per hour on the road. I do not like it. I'm not a fan of traveling so slow on the road. And if you were to travel slow, like how I did when I first got my bike, yep, you can hit 120 kilometers. And when you first purchase this bike, the battery will last you in like at least 3 days. Anyways, back to topic. There's like 3 points, right, that I made, and so far that's all I think. That's all I can think of about this e-bike. So the foldability is good. The compact wise, the length is good enough to fit into most lift. So you can just bring it to your apartment, park it with ease, instead of parking it below risking of people stealing e-bikes. I have gotten this e-bike stolen before, so, and yeah, that time I didn't even have my alarm on. So yeah, I think that's on me. But to ease the chances of you getting the bike stolen, right, is to really lock it in a fixed structure and make sure you put on an alarm. The alarm, you can get it for cheap. I mean, you can buy it online for cheap. Okay, it runs by a battery. You don't have to be a wired one, you see. So it gives some sense of security on your bike. So that's what I like about this bike right here. It fit into most lifts, so that you can properly lock your bike on a fixed structure, preferably your home gate, to prevent bike thieves from happening. If you want to keep it at home due to its ability to fold like a normal, like most most foldable bikes, you can do so, and you may put it in your home, even safer. And also for transportation service, like put it on the train, bus, car, you name it. I would like to make a review, like a review, a proper, legit, first hand-on experience review on this bike. Right now, the bike that I have right now is a bit too modded. I have modded this e-bike. I mean, not electrical wise, but aesthetically. Like for example, the handlebars are not like this. It's a bit shorter. It's like 560 millimeters in length, like around 56 centimeters. That's why I really do not like about the bike, but it gets the job done. It makes the folding much more compact rather than this one, because this, once I fold the stem, it will touch the ground. So it's not really that good to use it for transportation service. Okay, you want to trolley push bike. If you want to trolley push, it's good because you have more space for move your bike here and there. And the tires I changed as well. Like I explained before, the stock tires are horrendous. You will slip and fall on slippery weather. So I changed the width of the tire. The 40-inch tire is good though. Nothing against 40-inch wheelers. It's just that the width, I'm not a fan of it, because I slipped before, both on the road, parking area, and also on the multi-purpose hall where I'm doing my leaning. Basically, when I turn, I always lean, so I fell. Yeah, that's the only part where I fell from my bike. Come on, man, don't come out. Right, let's show some courtesy over there. Yeah, I changed the seat post to a foldable one so that I can take out the battery that's like literally under my bum right now. There's a battery underneath me right now. So if I were to take it off from a stock bike, I have to actually remove the seat post. Only then I can remove the battery. The battery is very chunky though. It's a 20.8 mAh battery. I've been using the stock components ever since. And I'm thinking of upgrading to a third-party battery that uses a higher quality cell. I mean, it uses the LG M50 cell. One of the the most sought after cell in the aftermarket, and it's a genuine cell. I think it's a much more robust, safer, and more genuine cell than the stock battery. I heard the stock battery is a mix of a China-made OEM cell with the LG M50 cell on it, and they slap it as an LG branded battery pack, which is a bit horrendous. But I'll try to bring it for dismantling, and I will take a look on the battery itself, because the battery that I bought from EcoLife cost me $780. I clocked 8,000 kilometers on it. okay, the battery starts to show its deterioration. I mean, battery degrades over time, and used to doing food delivery, almost every single day. So every single day I have been doing Grab food and stuff like that, or Food Panda. Yeah, usually it's Food Panda. Uh, Maybe that's the reason why the battery health is depleting so fast right now. Anyways, I think that's all for this bike. That's all the thoughts I have on this bike right now. If I have the chance, right, I think during my off days, right, I will use some time that I have to review some stock bikes that you guys will get when you guys first purchase it from a retailer. Basically, it's everything stock. So maybe I should do that, starting with the G-Move MC, because I'm very used to this e-bike right here. Maybe I can give a my honest opinion on this bike, because I know the pros and cons of this bike. I mean, I use my own real money, invested a lot of time and care on this bike, and yeah, the more in-depth video on this bike will be featured in that, in the shape of a review. And what else? Yep, regarding the orders, right? I mean, the previous order, the last order that I dropped off, I have a $4 tip from the customer, which is quite nice. It travels so far, man. That's like what, 5 kilometers away. Grab, you better do better, man. I mean, I travel 5 kilometers. I mean, I travel back and forth 10 kilometers for $9.50 for 2 orders. It's not worth it in today's standards. So a bit disappointed, but they are losing money as well. I mean, now people can go out, dine out, but at this hour people tend to take away. I mean, it's late at night, man. I mean, there's no transportation whatsoever. Now it's like at 1:30 in the morning, so I'll just head back home and prepare for the next shift. I'll be doing another afternoon shift for my full-time job. So, but actually, before waiting for my part-time job, I can make a review on the stock e-bike, the G-Move MC. You can just stop over, but I did not make any appointments to hold a review, a shooting compilation of that bike. So, but I will ask the store owners. I mean, the bike, right? I mean, the e-bike retailer is just near my home. Yeah, I live in the Sembawang area, Sembawang Drive, and the retailer is at Canberra Road, which is a few kilometers away, around 5 kilometers away. So I may actually use that time to shoot a video of that particular e-bike. So I could say it's a very ambitious video, considering my last video was uploaded like 4 months ago. Yeah, 4 months ago. I was really busy with work. I mean, my previous work was like 13 hours. It's a 13-hour shift. So that's my previous work, and I had to travel for 2 hours to get to work. Like 2 hours to work, 2 hours back home. So I resigned after that, and I got this job. It's so much nearer, 8-hour shift, and the payment is like nearly $2,000, give or take, excluding it doesn't count the, what is that called, retirement fund yet, the CPF. But I'm very grateful to have that job, so I can have more time to make my videos, share it with you guys, and I have always wanted to make a video on my food delivery adventures, but I do not seem to have the time or the tools to have it. But for the tools part, there should be no reason for it. So I had to make do with whatever I have. So hopefully with more funds, more funding, right, I get to have a better tool to churn out videos much more efficiently. Right now I'm just using my phone and my action camera right here. I mean, the action camera has taken some beating, by the way, starting to come apart, which is due to my negligence, and I blame myself for it. So if you really like this video, of this this point of view video for now, okay, because the camera is on my chest strap, okay, do consider hitting the subscribe button and give a like to the video. If there are any comments, please drop it down, be it good or bad, so that I may look into it and possibly use that comment to make my videos better. I mean, I'm still new to this video editing. I've never edited a video like in my life before. I mean, I have edited videos, but not into this kind of level where you have clips of a lot of 3-minute shots from this camera. Imagine 3 minutes per clip. Okay, possibly there are 5 clips right here, like 5 or 6 clips, right? And then you have to shorten the clips, and you have to add transition and stuff, you have to add music and stuff. I mean, it's very, 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 very hard to do. We just, this is the lift, and for this particular lift, yep, I can fit in like easily, so you can see right here. Okay, so easy to bring up to your apartment. Push it to my home. I always park it outside, so and then fix it, like lock it to a fixed structure like that, and I am home. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you to the next one. So I really do not know how to make an ending of this video, so I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you soon.